went shopping to buy a new a new wig because what is this new what is this new looking fringe? I love it so much. There's a piece of hair that's lost. Okay, pulled it out. But good morning. The time is 7:14. We're not gonna catch 7:30. We're gonna catch 7:45. But good morning nonetheless. Welcome to my YouTube channel. The name is Gorata.Selaledi. I'm so excited to be here on a beautiful Tuesday morning. Beautiful Tuesday morning it is. As we start our day. Looking forward to so much today in terms of me showing up, especially at work. We have a presentation that we usually do at the beginning of the month, and I'm going to be doing mine. Woo, so beautiful. Oh my god. Let me show you. The same. So I lost the angle that I had where I am currently waiting at the intersection. But good morning. One thing that I haven't been doing since I got my lashes is applying what do you call it? Applying eyeshadow, because I think about it this way to then say, how am I going to clean it off? I'm at the intersection. There's a lot of cars. And there is a lot of cars. I saw this video on Instagram where it was basically showing what do you call it? It was like an experiment to check babies' depth perception. And I could tell that some babies weren't really clocking it in terms of this the illusion. It was basically a floor, and then one part of the floor kind of made it seem as though, oh my gosh, why are there so many cars on the back road today at this particular moment? Oh my god. Oh my gosh, made it. Yeah, so basically there's like one flat area, and then there's another space where the illusion makes it seem as though it's deep, right? And some babies got it, I guess. Some babies could tell that, oh, this is just flat. And then some like were looking down, and one even tried going in but couldn't because it's flat, right? And when I was by the T junction now with all these cars coming, I could have went when one of them, there was a point where I could have gone. And I'm just thinking about how my husband always says that I have a very poor sense of depth perception, and also what do you call it, length as well, I guess. Yeah, but depth perception, because I guess it incorporates that as well. But anyways, that's the chat this morning. But good morning, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Gorata.Selaledi. Ever so excited to be here on a beautiful Tuesday. If you're only meeting me for the first time, hi, welcome. I hope you'll stay. Please do click on the subscription button. If you are just looking for I'd say wholesome chats, I had a name come to me, something in chat, no, something in Yap. It's gone. We're currently in the search for a name. I think in as much as I say that I'm happy with daily reflections, I am looking for a suitable name for my channel. So let me know what I can call it in the comment section. Is that traffic? But also, if you're meeting me for the first time, the aim is to get to work by 7:30. More so today. What is going on? So all the cars that I saw piling up or passing me at the back route, I hear like, what's going on? what is going on. If my husband was here, he would turn the car around and would probably like, which shortcut would he take? Would probably go to BBS. Yeah, would probably go back to Bemcoville, into BBS, and then into that main road. But the traffic is moving. Thankfully, we won't be here for too long, you know. I think every time you see long traffic, the thought is like, oh no, it's not moving. But it's morning traffic, so it is definitely moving. But like I said at the beginning, I ironed my hair, so I don't know if you could tell before, it was a bit curly. Oh, and I need to actually utilize the comb that I have in my handbag. Feeling so girly. Feeling so girly with this. But anyways, welcome to my channel. I'm not going to check it for 8 minutes longer I did yesterday since we're in traffic. Let me look at the prompt that we're talking to. So if you're only here for the first time, what I basically do is I have prompts that have thematic areas that I actually that I speak to on my drive to work. Yesterday the theme for Monday was mindset. I'm just gonna try and push this hair back. I'll check what the Tuesday one is and I will share that. Just pulled it out because they're lost. Like trying to pull it to the back won't work because I feel like I promise you I brushed it, but I think because we have been in transit, something has happened. Okay, so I'm going to check my prompt and I'll show you guys this traffic. This is how I look up close with my lashes. They're almost like not very visible, but I think I love it. I love it the way it is, you know. But also my double chin. You can tell from this angle, but there's traffic going all the way back. The thing is, you can always tell when there's traffic that possibly there could be traffic control up ahead by the powers that be, and it always slows down traffic. Oh, look at this car. Whoa, that is a Toyota Crown, and it is a hybrid. Very cute. So our prompt today is quite interesting, given that I am preparing for my very first emotional intelligence masterclass coming this August 22nd. If you are looking to learn and build your own level of emotional intelligence, please get a ticket for yourself or someone you love. So in thinking about our prompt today, the prompt says what emotional intelligence actually looks like. And the first thought that I had in my mind was self-awareness without self-regulation is dangerous. Self-awareness without self-regulation is dangerous for you, for your future, dangerous for your relationships, dangerous for your career, dangerous all around. Basically not good for you. And let's talk about it, right? This would be from the perspective of being able to label your emotions correctly. And if you haven't gotten to that place where you have the right vocabulary to label and actually point and say, this emotion that I'm feeling is fear, this emotion that I'm feeling is disgust, this emotion I'm feeling is discomfort or disappointment, whatever it is, right? If you're unable to actually accurately label your emotions, I want to encourage you to get the ticket, invest in learning and building your level of emotional intelligence. So let's think about today's statement that I made to say self-awareness without self-regulation is dangerous, right? And in this case, it's a matter of, I think the way I imagine it is me being on fire, right? And then hugging somebody long enough to also put them on fire, right? So if I'm angry, the fire in this case would be the anger, to say, I realize that I'm angry at you. I realize that I'm angry at my partner or whoever, right? And I let that anger sit and marinate and basically become a wildfire. Basically become a wildfire all over me. So I'm aware of the emotion. I know I am angry. I know why I'm angry. I've understood that it's not me, it's you, and all of the, in between in terms of self-awareness overall. So you being able to recognize the root of the emotion, your part in the situation, the other person's part in the situation, right? That's fine. So you've established that you're right. Great, right? But if you get to a point where your emotion has intensified to the point where it's in the driver's seat, you're no longer thinking, I'd say, rationally, but you are basing your decisions off the lens of this anger, which is very dangerous. That's the dangerous part, right? Because your words, your thoughts aren't really objective, if at all. You're basing them off the emotion that you're currently sitting with, right? And remembering that truly our emotions exist in our bodies to be, I'd say, data points to actually show you how you're perceiving a lived experience, how you're perceiving, what do you call it? How you're perceiving a circumstance that you are living through. I think the word that's coming to my mind, and I'm kind of zoning out and thinking about it, I think just trying to also get back to, I'd say, myself as well, to think about the past week. But yeah, I'm thinking about the data points that really information points to show you how you're perceiving a certain lived experience, right? So if a situation is eliciting anger or frustration or anxiety, it's I'd say something that you need to really unpack in terms of why are you anxious, right? Why are you perceiving the situation like this? What happened to you? And I think it's very important to answer that question. I think from that point of self-awareness, to really establish the facts of the moment, so that then when you get to the place of now figuring out how to self-regulate, all the, I'd say, analysis that needs to happen has been done, right? So you're regulating from the perspective of managing the intensity of that emotion, and you can regulate by coping with that particular emotion in certain ways. You can regulate by managing down, if I was to describe that, managing that emotion to reduce the intensity, and then also I'd say regulate from the perspective of actually being able to feel the emotion fully. Feel the emotion fully, right? Feel the emotion fully, sit with it, but not allowing it to dictate the decisions that you make. So not allowing it to dictate the decisions that you make, the words that you say, how you interact with people. And I think in terms of emotions, I've personally seen that it's a labor of love to actually learn yourself in the perspective of how you live with your emotions, right? So being able to know that being able to know that when Gorata gets frustrated, this is how she is, this is what happens in her mind, this is what happens in my body. Basically being able to know the state of things for each emotion, right, is, I'd say, one of the most underrated skills that we are all going to need in the future, given that I'd say bulk of bulk of the future is characterized by automation and AI, right? So the one thing that we have as human beings is being able to, I'd say, feel, to think, to feel, and to live, which is my tagline. Yeah, but basically, I'm about to arrive at the office. But like I said, something to think about today, to then say, in terms of your level of self-awareness, are you just self-aware? Are you able to regulate the emotion that you are feeling, or are you victimized by it? Good morning. My parking has been taken, so I'm gonna park somewhere else. Somewhere else. There's these cartoons that my son, I was gonna say my little brother, but these cartoons that my son is enjoying watching at the moment, it's Josh and Blue, and as I was reversing now, my mind is saying oh man. Anyways, I'll see you guys. I'm gonna go into the office. Today I'm carrying my book with me, Start Yourself. I don't know if I'll find time to read, but if I do, that'll be great. I think I'm gonna leave it. It's okay. You know how I feel about carrying a book around? I feel like it creates this perception that you're a reader, and yes I am, but I feel like it makes people uncomfortable, and I don't want to do that. So see you guys tomorrow. Pray for God's favor to locate you and for his grace to sustain you.